What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today, in response to all the positive feedback that I got to my last Lakey Inspired video, I'm going to be doing a part 2. I'm going to break down another beat that is inspired by him. So for the last one, I went for his boom bap style. A lot of his old stuff is kind of in that style. In this video, I'm going to replicate some of his more modern stuff. He's done a lot of stuff with trap drums recently, so I'm trying to replicate that in this video just to give some variety and to capture another part of his sound. With that being said, let's break down the beat. So for this beat, I also started out with a piano, and I just messed around until I found a chord progression that sounds a lot like him. I basically just stuck to the tips that I gave in the last video, so use a lot of 7th and 9th chords, and also try some diminished chords as well. The VST I'm using for the piano is Keyzone Classic, same VST as the last video. I think I used a different preset though, and so here's what that sounds like. So next, I copied those chords over to a pad. I added some chorus effects as well. So then I found a cool kind of choppy pad and copied the chords down to there, and then changed the chords into these 8th notes that are playing throughout. Next, I came up with a bass line. I'm using the E bass in Logic. I also added some saturation and chorus to the bass sound. Here's what that sounds like. So after that, I found a lead in retro synth, and I played out this basic lead pattern. So as I said, I'm going with more trap drums for this, so I started out with a basic clap sound. Next, I added a secondary snare. Really, these are some modern sounds that I'm using, and that's kind of the stuff that he uses in a lot of his new beats. After that, I did the hi-hat, pretty basic hi-hat pattern. I shifted the notes off the grid and changed up some of the velocities as well, just to keep it interesting and preserve that human feel. So next, I did a crash and open hat. Final element of the beat is the kick. I chose a really punchy kick sound and added a bit of low end as well, just to get it really beefy. And then I also put a soft clipper on the master just to make the kick punch even harder. Here's what that sounds like. For arrangement, I picked out a riser sound. It's kind of this transition whoosh, and then I added that in between the different sections of the beat. Finally, I think this is really what makes this beat sound very unique and cool. I actually found a sample on YouTube of this song. And then I decided to sample that to get some vocal chops to add on top of the beat. So first I picked out these two sections of vocals. Then I pitched them up 6 semitones. and then I added some basic effects, and there we go. So after laying out the final beat, here's a preview of what it sounds like. Anyway, I'll play the beat now, but hope you enjoyed this video, hope you learned something interesting, and just enjoyed the video in general. So with that, I'll see you in the next one.